Hello, America. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the show.
Pictures. Continue my
A coach presses a player to keep raising the bar.
Whoops. Come on. Come on.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Ought to be a good one here between the Baltimore Orioles and the Detroit Tigers. Tigers baseball comes your way next.
Fernandez.
Kyle Funkhauser, a right-hander from Illinois, will be the starter here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Yeah, Matt, his last one wasn't very good, mainly because of control issues. Walked 5 batters in his last start, and he certainly can't do that in this one here, or he's going to come out of the short end of this one.
So digging in now, Ramon Urias, and their runners at the corners now.
Ramon Urias.
Hey, come on, guys. We got to hold him right here.
Ground to third. He's got it. Throw on to first will finally retire him as the inning will draw to a close. So a great inning there as they bat around his scores. Digging in now, Rob Farr. He was 1 for 4 in Sunday's affair. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Drilled right back up the middle. And that's through for a hit.
Man, you smoked that thing. That boy. Good job.
Dan, after that base hit, he's extended his hit streak to 9 games, and you know he wants double digits.
Oh, there's no question about it. Listen, anybody can get a 9-game hitting streak, but when you call your buddies or send out a text message and say, hey, I'm about in double digits, so 9 games is nothing to 10.
Hold it,
Swinging a little blooper to ball for a base hit. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. And he will beat the throw safe at the plate, and they're on the board. It's a 6-1 game now. Coming to the plate now, Travis Demeritte. He homered in the series finale back on Sunday. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Therefore, it is Mancini, and that's the first out of the inning. And he'll indeed move up 90 feet, putting runners at the corners now with 1 away.
Good read there at second base to know he could make it to third on the flyout. Now he's only 90 feet away with 1 out.
Striding into the box, Cameron Maybin.
The center fielder, Cameron.
Heading out towards shallow right. Mancini has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And even with 2 away now, that ball just didn't get out there deep enough, so they'll hold him at third base. Digging in to try it again, Harold Castro. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. First offering on its way. Strike taken to throw. And he is out at second. Caught stealing to... Into the box now, Rob Farr. He reached on a single in his first try. He's ready. Now the pitch. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. And he will not make the play. It's off his glove. 2 runs have scored. Throw won't get him.
With the bases loaded, the pitcher couldn't afford to get behind an account, so he grooves it on the first pitch, and he jumps all over it, clearing the bases and scoring 3. That's part of why pitching with the bases loaded is so challenging.
At the plate, Nico Goodrum. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Nico.
Farr at third with 2 away.
Hey, come on, big dog.
And he missed with it there. Ball 4. It's a 2-out walk with the runner still at third.
As a former pitcher, I can tell you nothing is worse than having to battle not only the hitter but the umpire as well. He didn't get some of the calls there, but there's nothing he can do about that now. Just got to go right after the next guy.
Sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to first, and a good job of working out of that one with just limited damage as the inning is over. So 3 runs on 4 hits here. No errors. And Anthony Santander the next to bat.
The left fielder, number 25, Anthony Santander.
The 0-1 pitch. Softly hit down to third, like 2. To second for 1, and nearly a double play. That was closer than I thought it would be, and the inning will continue. Digging in, Rob Farr. 2 for 2 with a triple on his batting line to this point. First offering on its way. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball.
All right, one time, right here.
Turned on down the line, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Hit hard back up the middle. A dive, and he knocks it down. But he'll recover to get the force at second. A fantastic play. Ready once again, Nico Goodrum. It was a walk in his last trip.
Nico.
Now the payoff pitch home. Up. Bullet to first base. And they will apply the tag between. Now at the plate, Rob Farr.
The third baseman.
Outfield in the no doubles defense. Now the first pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly.
Infielders are taught from the time they hold a glove that you've got to play the ball and not let the ball play you. You can see here that this one just ate him up, and he couldn't recover in time.
Nico.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
Wow, that's awfully impressive right there. The pitch before was really close. Called the ball. What does he do? He comes back with a better pitch and gets the punch out.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he popped him up over toward the left side of the infield. Iglesias will put this one away, and that's out number 2. Here's Cameron Maben now, struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. The 1-2 takes this the other way to right. In there, a base hit.
Find the ball around it.
And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Now's a good time for your pitcher to take a deep breath. He still has the lead, although it probably doesn't feel like it. So he can't worry about how he got into this mess. He just has to figure out how to get out of this mess.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Hopped up.
All right, hold it here. Hold it here.
Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided. So now the Oriole cleanup hitter, Renato Nunez. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Run gets this one down. Throw not in time, and he beats it out for his 3rd hit tonight. Austin Hayes the next to bat. He went deep earlier, and he's 2 for 4 to this point.
Austin Hayes
gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. A bouncer up the middle to second for 1. Throw to Cabrera for an inning-ending double play. 9 men come to the plate, however. 5. Stepping in, Rob Farr. He comes in with a couple of hits, including a triple in 4 at-bats. First offering on its way. Hot shot down the line. Runners are at first and second with 1 away.
Yeah, I see it. Let's drive it.
Line to the right side. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with 1 away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
Here comes the 0-1. In the air out to right. Mancini moving back. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. In to score the runner from third. Now to the plate, Travis Dumerit. His prior history versus this arm, not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Now a swing, and he pops him up, and this should do it. And he'll make the catch, and the Orioles have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over. 12-7, the final score in this ball game.
First for the victorious Orioles, 4 runs on 10 hits, 1 error. They left 6.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, we've got a good matchup in store between the Baltimore... Matthew Boyd will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy's had a solid year up to this point. It's not an easy thing to do in baseball this year with all the high-scoring games, but this guy has an ERA of sub-3.
In just a sec as this ball is driven into the outfield. This should score 1, maybe 2. And the tying run is in to score from third.
You know, D-Row, there are certain hitters that just love to come up and clutch 2-out RBI situations, and this guy certainly is one of those guys.
Yeah, they're able to slow the moment down. It's not for everybody. This guy has ice water in his veins, consistently coming through in big spots. Nice job right there to tie this one up.
The right fielder, Jazz.
0-2, here it is. He struck him out, and it could have been worse. The inning over with only a run coming across to score. Some of our nation's digging in the switch hitter, Anthony Santander.
The left fielder.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
1-1-1.
And there's a line drive, base hit to left field.
Hey, no runner. Eat it, eat it.
Boy, talk about being a game of inches, D-Row. That was a bullet just out of the reach of the third baseman.
Yeah, third base is just a reactionary position, kind of a la goalie in hockey. He didn't have much chance there. He tried to make a play, get it above his head, but he was unable.
Set now for the bottom of the fifth. Stepping up to the plate, Rob Farr. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last plate appearance. Now he gets to get back into his zone.
Striding in once again, Rob Farr. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. This one's down to third. Alberto has it on to first, and this will remain a tie ball game. Stepping up now, Rob Farr. He's got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap.
Ain't no one better right here.
Here's the first pitch. High in the air out to center field. Hayes is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. A close one here, but this man was a big factor in the outcome, so we're inclined to pencil him in as the top player of the game.
Yeah, no question, he was a tough out up there. Ended up collecting 3 knocks, including a home run, so without him in the lineup, I think this might have been a different story.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game. Ronny Garcia earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Bang cleanup.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Texas Rangers and the Detroit Tigers. It's Tigers baseball, and it's coming up next. Michael Fulmer gets the ball for the Tigers in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy comes into this start, Matt, having lost 2 of his last 3 starts, so you know he wants to get off on the right foot in this one. One of the keys, getting outs early and establishing his off-speed pitch repertoire early on in this one. We'll see if he can do that in this one here today.
First pitch of the at-bat. Popped him up. Choi in foul ground. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. Farr, just 18 years old. He was a 16th round selection during the 2020 draft.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Another one sent foul.
Stay hot, baby. Stay hot, baby.
The 0-2 once more. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Fouled off.
Hey, 5 foul balls in a row. Loving the battle in the box right here, making the pitcher work.
Slapped hard the opposite way. And that's in there. Base hit. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third, so they're loaded now with only 1 away.
Hey, D-Row, are you aware of this? After that knock right there, that's an 11-game hitting streak. You think he knows it's at 11?
I think he knows exactly that it's at 11. It starts off innocent. You just want to get a few knocks to get the hitting coach off your back. Next thing you know, you wake up, you've been sleeping easy for almost a week, 8 days. Now we're on 11. This guy's dinner tastes different.
And he will score on the sacrifice fly as he's in with our first tally of the ball game.
Obviously, he's hoping for more up there with the bases loaded, but you can't be too upset with the sac fly.
So striding forward now, Kristen Stewart. And the Tigers trying to make this first inning even bigger here. Swung on and missed, and that's the final. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Rob Farr. He reached on a single in his first try. Has a look, now the pitch. High pop-up. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the... Up next for the Rangers, Robinson Chirinos. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. To third. Scooped up. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So 1 run on 1 hit, no error. Here's Elvis Andrus now to start the inning out. Matt Vasgersian, Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac with you in the booth for this one. Odor on at first, nobody out. This is line to left. A dive, but it's off his glove. So Elvis Andrus the next to bat. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles.
Elvis Andrus.
The 1-2. One down here, and he'll try to beat it out. Throw to first in time, but the safety squeeze there gets him a run.
Wow.
And next it'll be the Tigers cleanup hitter, Rob Farr. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Hit hard on the ground to second. And a reach to his backhand side at second, but this finds a way by.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Into the box now, Omar Narvaez. He hit a sac fly earlier.
Omar Narvaez.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Really impressive pitching right there. Sometimes as a pitcher you can get frustrated when you make a good pitch and you don't get that call from the umpire. But what does he do? He comes back with a good pitch and gets the strike.
Left side. Andrus with the backhand. Throw not nearly in time as he reaches it first. But he gets back in time, safe at second base.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle, and you know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Frazier's up with it. Little pitch and catch chance for Odor at second base, and that'll do it. Here's Elvis Andrus now.
The batter, number 1. Shortstop, Elvis.
Here it comes now to Andrus. Right at the third baseman, and that'll end the inning. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the... Digging in once again, Rob Farr. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. High and deep to left center field. Calhoun looks up. Out of here. Into the visitors' bullpen. So a 2-run shot to left center. 8th home run on the season for him. But that'll do little more than make a dent in this big deficit.
Well, some people would say this home is wasted because they're down so big tonight, but I'm not one of them. I think anything you can build on and take into the next game is valuable, and at least they're still battling. Well, that wasn't exactly a nail-biter, but it's always nice when you can get an offensive explosion like that and save your closer for another day. A comfortable victory.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another. Jordan Zimmerman is on the mound for game 2. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, hitters have had their way with this guy this year. This is a stat any pitcher doesn't have attached to him. The league hitting over righties and lefties, hitting over 300 against this guy. That's something he's going to drastically have to improve on.
Digging in, Rob Farr, and he'll be one to watch out for in this one. Very good numbers in recent games. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Going back is the right fielder to the track. Gone! So it's a 2-run shot to right center. Home run number 9 on the year, and it's given the Tigers a 2-1 lead.
Boy, when this guy gets in a groove, he can hit him, and when he hits him in bunches. Hit a home run in last night's game, and if they continue to pitch him on the outer part of the plate, look out, this guy's going to do some major damage.
Ready to take his hacks again, Rob Farr, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Yeah, Matt, that last one wasn't exactly a tape measure shot, but listen, a home run is a home run. I know a lot of pitchers, they call that a wall scraper in his last AB, but listen, it counts as a home run nonetheless.
Well hit, deep down the right field line, but this will land untouched.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. At the plate, Danny Santana. Past history with Jordan Zimmerman. He's a 300 hitter, 3 for 10. He's taken him deep once. Gets this one down. And he'll beat the throw as he's got himself a bunt single. Here's Todd Frazier now as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Line drive to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So coming to the plate, Rob Farr. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
And he'll make it up safely to third, so they're at Rob Farr will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a two-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start.
All right, one time right here, kid.
Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. And that's down into left center for a base hit.
Round it.
The throw is wild, and he gets away. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. It's an 8-3 ball game.
Oh, man, he smoked that one.
Boy, this guy's having a great game here so far, D-Roll. Home run earlier in the night, and that base hit right there drives in his third run batted in of this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day hoping your rhythm and timing is on point with that pitcher's windup, and that's exactly been the case today. He not only mixed in that big bomb, but now he's got 3 ribbies to boot.
Hit hard on the ground at first. Oh, look at the sliding stop. Wow. So next to the plate for Texas, Robinson Chirinos. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0. Swing and a liner. And he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game.
All you can ask as an offense is to try and get that.
Well, this one had its moments of drama and excitement. In the end, these guys came away with the victory and look on to the next one.
8-4 tonight. The Detroit Tigers took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Jordan Zimmerman earns win number 4 on the season. Mike Minor was hit hard to the tune of 7 earned as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show.
Awesome, because I didn't play.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Detroit Tigers and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Interleague Baseball next.
I think they should get rid of this. Anybody think so? Let me know.
Jamison Taillon gets the call for game 1 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, we look a lot at numbers from starting pitchers, walks to innings pitched, but one of the key stats I look for is whip. And he has a sub 1.30 whip coming into this start, which tells me he throws strikes. He's not afraid to get the ball in the strike zone.
Meanwhile, this ball is in the right center, and that ought to be good enough for extra bases. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
You know, D-Row, I'm not sure if you're one of those superstitious guys, but a 13-game hitting streak seems like a pretty good number for this guy.
Yeah, that's the old baker's dozen right there. We're almost looking at 2 weeks of just sleeping like a baby. I can't be. You're going to hear me reiterate this throughout this streak. I can't tell you, when you're swinging the bat like this, your food tastes better, your wife gets prettier, everything is just working.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Catch is made deep in the alley, and here comes the runner from third. And a relay home, and he'll make it in to score. It's a sac fly and an RBI, and it's now a 3-0 ball game.
That was a good, controlled swing out of him there, and that's exactly what he was hoping to do. Get it into the outfield and pick up the RBI.
So here now's the pitcher, Matthew Boyd. And with a runner already in scoring position and one away, he is likely not to be bunting here. And a dive, but he's back in. The 1-1. Swing and a liner. Leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with one away.
You know, that's sort of a tough one since it's only the second inning, but I think it's about knowing your pitcher and how they respond. He's had some struggles here, so I think he's just reminding him to let those go and focus on the next batter.
Hopped up. Bell has a play. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Next up for Detroit, Harold Castro.
Now batting, the shortstop, Harold.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. That's a strike to throw down. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get it. Now at the plate, Rob Farr. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch on its way. Back up the middle. And that's through for another base hit. He'll make it 2 for 2 in this one. Oh, but the feed to the shortstop is off the mark.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
Ready now, Travis Demeritte earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get 2. One there, but one's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue. Jacob Stallings will be the next hitter. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs. This would be the right place and the right time to get something going. To do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Throws in time, and that's out number 1. So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Kevin Newman. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Hit on the ground to third. To second for 1. Throw to Cabrera for an inning-ending double play. Around the horn they go. 5 to 4 to 3 to end the threat. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday night baseball after this. Robbie Erlin takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 72.
Into the box, Rob Farr. He'll start things out now in the top half of the 6th. Skied into straightaway right. Under this one is Polanco, and he's got it for the first out. At the plate, Rob Farr. He flew out in his last at-bat. From the stretch. Hit the other way out toward right field. On the move is Polanco. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. Standing in, Adam Frazier. Lifetime against this particular arm. He's 1 for 2. Now the 2-1 pitch. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And this should do it. Castro shading to his right, makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Well, in a quick series like this, you take the first one, you're guaranteed at least a split. They'll take that every single time.
A tight one, 7-6, the final score tonight. Detroit jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back.
No errors. They left 7 men on base.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another. Joe Musgrove, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy pitched really well in his last outing, only allowing 1 run. If he brings that kind of stuff to the ballpark, he has a chance to pitch another gem in this one.
And he got him out in front that time. Strike 1. Dero, Dan, we look at this Pirates ball club as they interplay here tonight. They've been on the skids recently, losers in 7 of their last 9 ball games.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know what, Dero, this is when you really get tested. They call it the dog days of August for a reason. When you're struggling like this team is right now, the games get long, the schedule gets long, and you start looking forward towards the end of the season.
Yeah, but you got to find a way, Dan. You know as well as I do. You got to look in the mirror. You're playing for way more, especially the way this team is underachieving.
Ready for another chance? Rob Farr. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Hit hard up the middle. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. And he'll make it to first easily on what will almost certainly be ruled an infield single.
Dan, after that base hit right there, we're talking about 2 full weeks of finding a way to be productive and get a knock.
Good to think about that. You think how hard it is to get a base hit in a professional baseball game, and for him to be able to do it 14 consecutive days in a row. As a pitcher, you have to just tip your cap to this guy.
Pitch inside, the throw. Ball's there, and he is out. Good throw.
Wow, that's a big-time throw right there.
So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Kevin Newman, 0 for 2 for him to this point. Up high in the air. Farr is right there. And there's the second out of the inning. Stepping into the box, Rob Farr.
Hey, your pitch, your pitch.
First delivery to him on the way. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
He sends it out to left field. Well hit. A leap, but he can't rein it in. It's off the wall.
That's what good hitters do. You get a pitch you like and you just explode on it. He blasted that one over the left fielder's head for an easy double.
Standing in, Travis Demerit. He struck out twice thus far, so we'll see if he can fare any better here. Stewart on third. Farr is at second with nobody out. This is lifted out to left. Catch is made in medium deep left center. Here comes the runner for the plate. And he is in there at the plate. It's now a 2-0 game.
Great work to do a job right there. He's not a big power bat, so he was looking to get a fly ball to the outfield and give his guy at third a chance.
Now batting, number 56.
Now here's the Detroit pitcher, Spencer Turnbull, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. On a line, that's a base hit. Throw into third. Throw comes into third now, so they're at the corners here with only 1 out.
He came to play today. Not just only on the bump right there. He's throwing the ball well, but on the offensive side of the ball, he's able to contribute and help this offense put itself in position to score some more runs.
Here's Cameron Maben now, and their runners at the corners now.
Cameron Maben.
Towards second. Step on the bag for 1. Relay to Bell. The double play, and that's how the inning ends. Tigers get 1 here on 2 hits in the inning. Heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5.
You can do it. Let's go, man.
Digging in and looking for more, Rob Farr, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far.
Pitch right here. Let's get your pitch.
First pitch coming. Here it is. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball.
And rip it.
Skied into straightaway right. On the move is Polanco.
Go.
He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. So that'll bring up Josh Bell.
The first baseman.
This one's down to third. And quickly, there's one down to lead off the frame.
Well, baseball is a game of streaks and runs, so a 4-game skid happens to even the best of teams. The key is they did.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Detroit Tigers and the Minnesota Twins. Twins baseball comes your way next. Homer Bailey will be on the mound for the series opener. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Here's a guy that numbers can be a little bit deceiving. He has a whip in the 1.3 area and above range. It's a little higher than league average. He's been a little bit inconsistent. One good game, one bad game, but don't let that whip fool you. This guy's a much better pitcher than that. And if he brings his A game.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to... Settling in now, Rob Farr, 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch of the at-bat. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Buxton is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. Up next for Minnesota, Nelson Cruz.
Now batting, right fielder, Nelson Cruz.
Hit softly on the ground to third. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash. At the plate, Rob Farr. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
And this is on the ground to first. Could be two. To second for one. Relay to first in time. And just like that, the side is retired. Now in the box, Rob Farr. He's hitless coming into this at-bat, so the hit streak he's been riding is on the line here.
Yeah, he's up in the double digits with it. You know,
high in the air and deep to left center field. Back goes Rosario. Gone all the way into the upper deck. So a solo shot here to left center field. Number 10 for him on the year. And they take a 7-5 lead.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
Digging in, Rob Farr. He's 1 for 4 for the game.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball, didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Good pitch right here. Let's go, kid.
Oh,
Lifted in the air to center field. Buxton will get there, and he puts it away to retire the.
Well, in hindsight, it was the right choice to let the setup guy stay in the game and finish this thing. I wasn't so sure before, but the results sure speak for themselves.
This one comes to a close with a 9-5 final. The Tigers used a 3-run 7th to help propel them to the win. Bo Burrows wins in relief for the 8th time this year.
They left 9 runners on base.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Ought to be a good one here between the Detroit Tigers and the Minnesota Twins. It's Twins baseball on the show, and Jose Barrios gets the ball for the Twins in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been pretty good his last 3 starts. A whip under 1.20, so he minimizes the amount of base runners. He's a tough customer. It'll be fun to watch him to see if he's on point early in this one here today.
Farr brings a ton of pop to the plate with him, particularly against right-handed pitching. Some guys don't drive the ball as well when facing it. And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to... Now at the plate, Rob Farr.
The third baseman.
Hey, see it. Drive it.
Here's the first pitch to him. Skied into straightaway right. Long run for the right fielder. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. So one gone in the inning here with the runner at first. And that'll bring in Jorge Polanco to hit next. To the left side, right to it. There's one.
That's an out.
Throw to Cabrera for an inning-ending double play. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Back with more on this fine Saturday night following this. So striding in, Rob Farr. He'll lead it off here against Jose Barrios.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. And now we're going to get a stoppage here as the 4 umpires will gather together near third base to discuss whether or not that was really a foul ball. And remember now, if there's any uncertainty, the umpires can go inside to get a look at the video feed from headquarters in New York. And I believe that's exactly what they're going to do. We'll give you a look at this from our own cameras and let you make the call for yourself.
home run.
Okay, the umpires have emerged from the dugout with the ruling, and it is going to remain a foul ball. So they had it right the first time, but if there's any doubt, go inside and get this thing right.
No one better. Let's go.
That's all.
And he fouls this one off.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Swung on, and this ball is absolutely crushed. Forget about it. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. So a solo shot here to left center field. Number 11 for him on the season, and it's a 7-2 game now.
Well, he hit a homer last night, too, so it's obvious that he's in a groove right now. My advice to this staff, don't give him anything he can extend his arms on. You do, and he's going to make you pay for it just like he did.
Leading off the inning, Rob Farr, and they'll need him to get something going here. First offering on its way. Hot shot toward third. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. Legs churning. He's headed for second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
The fans didn't even get a chance to settle in their seats for the beginning of the inning, and he just blistered that ball down the line on the first pitch he saw. It stayed fair, and he's safely on second with the leadoff double. That's the way you lead off an inning.
So stepping in, Nico Goodrum.
Right,
He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here.
Nico Goodrum.
And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out. In now, Travis Demerit. In his career against this pitcher, he's hitless in 3 at-bats. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
All right, come on now.
Here's
One
Cameron
time.
Maben now. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. Next to the plate for the Tigers, the DH, Harold Castro. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Last breath for the Tigers. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. And that is going to wrap things up as the catch is made, and the Twins have come back to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over. And tonight's final, 7-3. Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good... Striding in, Rob Farr, as you get a look at his current righty-lefty splits entering play in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lifted in the air to right field. Right fielder is on the run. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Here's Miguel Sano. He's 2 for 7 in the series so far.
Designated hitter.
The 0-1 on its way. Rounded to third. Fielded cleanly. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Josh Donaldson. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Popped him up.
You. Got it.
Goodrum is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So
My bad.
stepping in, Rob Farr. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now a hard liner, but this is a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Foul tip held onto behind the plate at strike 2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, not normally a good plan to throw three.
Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance. And this one is gone. A home run. So a solo shot here to left center field. 12 home runs for him now thus far. As the lead is cut to 4, it's 6-2 now.
Well, if I was the manager, I would tell my pitchers to work around this guy. I mean, he's hit 3 home runs against them in this series. What more do they need to see? 4, 5? Jeez, enough is enough.
Coming to the plate now, Eddie Rosario. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
Rosario.
Swinging a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. Goodrum over to his right, and he makes the catch for the second out. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Rob Farr.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
He's in at second safely. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Never say never in this game, folks. It's late and the clock is ticking, but that RBI double might start making believers out of the entire dugout. We'll see if they can build on it and maybe get back into this thing.
Now batting.
Ready for another shot now. Nico Goodrum. No hits to this point. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out. Stepping into the box, Travis Demerit. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
Travis Demerit.
Softly hit down to third. Likely no shot at 2. One there. Return throw is in time. And what do you know? They do get the double play. So the lineup flips over and digging in. Cameron Maben. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. The 1-2. On the ground to third. Donaldson's up with it. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get. Now batting, Rob Farr. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field, and that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And they've got him hung up out there between second and third. The tag, and they got him as he couldn't get back to second.
Yep, just another successful day at the office for these guys. But this one has a little bit of added significance. As that
I was hoping he fucking runs.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another. Matthew Boyd gets the call for game 1 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy's done a real good job on the year keeping the opponent's batting average down. Both righties and lefties coming into this one hitting under 250 against.
Oh, and it eats him up a bit. To second for 1. On to Cabrera, but it's too late, and they'll just get the 1. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Rob Farr, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. takes this the other way to right. And that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Omar Narvaez.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Brantley is under it. 1 away. So that'll bring up Jonathan Schoop. His line against Justin Verlander. He's got 5 base hits in 21 at-bats. And of those hits, 3 of them were of the home run variety. Got him.
Well, I have to give credit to him on the mound for not letting that previous pitch get to him. He wanted it, but he didn't get the call. But I love how he didn't let it affect him, and he comes right back with another good pitch and gets the punch out.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 1. So here's the cleanup hitter, Rob Farr. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be...
This ball's down, and that could bring in a run. And this one scoots all the way to the wall. And that's going to plate the go-ahead run from second as they move out in front here, 3-2. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Next for the Tigers, Omar Narvaez. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball. So digging in now, Jonathan Schoop. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
And he can't allow the same thing to happen in this situation.
Meanwhile, this is going to be extra bases, and it's going to do some damage.
Yeah, he squares this thing up beautifully and blasts it through the gap all the way to the wall. Then the only question that remained was whether 2 or 3 runs were going to score. They held the runner at third, but that's a timely 2-run double.
Coming to the plate now, Rob Farr. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch on its way from Verlander. There's a line drive out toward the gap in right center. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score. The relay.
Come on, get out, get out, get out!
Throw to third, but he's in there. As a run will score on the play as well. That triple just seems to be par for the course for him of late.
Yeah, Matty, he's seeing the ball extremely well. There's no doubt about that. You can see here that the body is calm. He keeps his hand back, and he just explodes through the baseball, winding up at third with another RBI under his belt.
Striding into the box, Omar Narvaez. It was a walk in his last trip.
Narvaez.
Here's the pitch on 2-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. It's a run. Coming to the plate now, Rob Farr, and all eyes are on him as he needs a home run to complete the cycle. Line hard to the left side, but this is a foul ball. Now he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. And this one bounds around against the wall. And he'll pull into second with his 4th hit of the ball game.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head, one-hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
Digging in now, Omar Narvaez. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base. Here's Jonathan Schoop now. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Second baseman, Jonathan.
High in the air out to center field. Springer has a read on it. And the inning is over. So no runs on a hit here. And here's the left-handed hitting Michael Brantley. He reached on a fielder's choice previously.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later. Down by a bundle, it's time to get, and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
I expect this series to be a battle, so to take the first game at home, it's definitely the way you want to start it out. Give that home crowd a reason to come back tomorrow for what will hopefully be another solid performance.
6 runs, 9 hits, 1 error. They left 9 men on base.
We are under the lights at Michael Fulmer gets the ball in game 3 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
And this hops over the wall out there for a ground rule double, and maybe a tough break as that'll freeze the runner at third with 2 gone. And you see on the graphic right there that his hitting streak will indeed live on as he just continues to hit the ball well. Up next steps Kristen Stewart. He went deep in the contest last night.
Number 15.
Hey, keep swinging that high piece. Let's go, let's go.
He's set. The 3-0 offering. And he takes ball 4. So now at least they're set up for the force at any base here with 2 away. Now at the plate, Nico Goodrum. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. Now this is on the ground to second. Is he going to get out of this?
He's out.
He is. They get the force at second base, and the inning is over. Back with Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as the Puerto Rican sensation and former #1 overall pick Carlos Correa gets set to start the inning. The 1-2. Going to be a drag bunt. He gets it down. And the throw will be too late, so it's a bunt single to get him started here. Next up for the Stros, Kyle Tucker, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or club have been hoping for. Popped him up. Farr is there. And that's the first out of the inning.
Let it fly, big guy.
Digging in to try it again. Rob Farr. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Wow, the throw pulls him off the bag. Into the box now, Kristen Stewart, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And a swing and a miss on a huge first out there as he sets him down swinging with the bases loaded.
I'm really impressed by that strikeout, and I'll tell you why. He should have gotten a call on the pitch before, and it looked like he got squeezed a little bit. In a bases-loaded situation, that can drive a guy nuts, drive you crazy. What I loved is he didn't let him take it out of this game, and he came back with another good pitch and got the punch out. A really nice job of taking it one pitch at a time.
Hit high and deep out to left field. Left fielder looking up. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one. Home run number 2 for him on the year, and it gives the Tigers a 4-2 lead.
Oh, man, when he got the second out, I thought he might come out of this unscathed. But after that towering grand slam, he's about as scathed as you can get. Is that a word? Who cares?
Ready once again, Rob Farr. He reached base on an error and later came around to score last time up.
Hey, you got it. No one better. Let's go, kid.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit hard on the ground towards second. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
Hey, that ball was hit hard. Good job.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
Now at the plate, Kristen Stewart. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
And you can live with punching out with the bases empty, but in his last at bat with...
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Racing back, the right fielder. Now a leaping effort at the wall, but he comes up empty. This one is gone. Home run. A two-run blast to straightaway right field. Home run number 16 for him on the year as they open it up to 6-2 now.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
Stepping in, Rob Farr. He singled his last time up.
Come on, right here.
First delivery to him on the way. Hit back up the middle. He's got it.
Come on.
First baseman Gurriel, and that will end the inning. Now to the plate, Rob Farr. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Skied into straightaway right. Catch is made. Runner tagging from third. And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third. It's an 8-2 game.
Hey, talk about having a productive inning. You like to see that. You like to add on runs.
8-2 tonight's final. The Detroit Tigers seal up their 30th win at home on the season.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Tigers, 8 runs on 13 hits. No errors. They left 15 runners on base.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Should be a good one here this afternoon. Between Jordan Zimmerman gets handed the ball for the 4th and final game of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip to this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Leading up.
Digging in, Rob Farr. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. So it's a solo shot to dead center, number 13 for him on the year, as the Tigers have made this a 1-1 ball game.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Striding forward now is the DH, Yordan Alvarez, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one.
Alvarez.
Come on, fellas, let's go.
He's up and gets this one down. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd.
Well, you know, he had a good idea right there.
Stepping up to the plate, Rob Farr. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Boy, this guy right here in that last AB, how about straightaway center field? He hits a bomb, and as a pitcher, you're trying to pitch to the big part of the ballpark, but a guy like this, if he has pop to hit it out to center field, I might have to think pitching this guy down and away down on the corner.
Hit hard back up the middle. That gets down, and the inning will continue.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Omar Narvaez.
The catcher, Omar.
Now a throw over, and he'll dive back in.
Here we go. Back.
And another throw over, and the runner back.
Hey, come on now.
Now the 3-2 pitch is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Stepping up now, Rob Farr. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
And this is going to find the gap for his third hit of the afternoon. This one for extra bases. And that'll add an insurance run there from second to make this a 6-4 game now.
Wow, he's getting a visit from the pitching coach, but I think it's a little too late for him to turn things around. I mean, he's given up 6 runs, so I'm not sure how much the talking is going to help. He just doesn't have it today.
Striding in once again, Omar Narvaez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. A line shot to third base. Into the box now, Jonathan Scope.
The second baseman, Jonathan.
Swinging a ground ball to third.
Come on, get out, get out, get out.
The tag, and he's out at the plate. So striding forward now, Rob Farr. And he's got a shot at history here, but he'll need a triple to complete the cycle.
Come on, let it fly.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Drilled on the ground to short. On to Altuve for the force out, and the inning is over. And this afternoon's closes at a 1-run game, 7-6 today. Houston came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Rogelio Armenteros earns the victory. We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Boston Red Sox and the Detroit Tigers. Major League Baseball on the Show starts now. Matthew Boyd gets the ball for the Tigers in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that he's a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
Batting fourth.
And next it'll be the Tigers cleanup hitter, Rob Farr. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Ranging back is Farr, and just short of a home run, this ball's off the wall. The relay, and they've got the runner trapped in a hot box between second and third now. And try as he might, but he can't escape the tag there. Second inning coming up, and Heidi Watney has an update for us on the weather forecast.
Well, Matt, the weather forecasts I'm hearing down here point to a fairly significant threat of rain later in the ball game. Of course, the grounds crew and umpires will work to get this one in without delay, but they also told me that they won't hesitate to halt the game to let the weather pass through if it's impacting the play on the field or, of course, putting the safety of the players at risk. For now, we'll have to wait and see how things develop.
Digging in, Rob Farr. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, and he certainly got the wheels trying to stretch a double into a triple, but it's sort of a killer to the club when you can't leg it out.
High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Looking up is Benintendi. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. A solo shot here to left, number 14 on the season, and it's a 7-2 game now.
Well, this is what makes this guy so hard to pitch to. He has that rare combination of speed and power. You don't want to walk him and have him get on first base. So what happens, you throw him a strike, and he can hit the ball out of the ballpark like he did just there.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Rob Farr. Already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down.
A swing and a high drive to right center field. Around first, he's digging for second. But it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. And he is into third with a triple. His third hit of the night.
Well, if he wants to hit for the cycle and get in the history books, he's got the hardest 3 parts of it out of the way. Normally, this is the toughest leg to get, but he stands at third and now only needs a single to make some history.
Next will be the designated hitter, Harold Castro. 0 for 2 for him to this point. This is on the ground over to first, and they'll only be able to get the out at first here as the run is in to score from third.
Great job to cash in following that leadoff triple. Infield's back.
Making his way to the plate, Rob Farr, and he's got the tough ones out of the way. Only a single, and he'll have the cycle. And a reach to his backhand side at second, but this finds a way by. So there it is. He's hit for the cycle.
Oh, man, he's been just awesome to watch in this one, guys. I mean, a cycle is such a rarity, and it's one of the coolest things you can witness happening in a single game. He's going to be the talk of baseball for a few days after this one.
Digging in once again, Harold Castro. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. To third. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time.
Usually he's pretty solid with the glove at third, but I think this time he just rushes a little bit because he wanted to start the double play. So instead of 2 outs, they get none, and we'll see if the guy on the mound can bail them out.
Number 34.
So coming to the plate, Jake Rogers is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. A throw to the plate.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, Dealer, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now.
Up next for the Tigers.
So 2 outs now here in the Detroit half of the 7th. And the exciting middle infielder Franklin Barreto bats next. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Striding in and working on a terrific performance in this one, Rob Farr. And we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. Pilar is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire. One here.
Yeah, and they just keep on keeping on. Got a nice little run going here, winning 4 in a row and playing with a lot of confidence. Success is never guaranteed in this game, so you have to appreciate it when it comes.
12-7, the final score in this ball game. The Bo Sox scored 12.
I just want to check something. Let's see if I can do it.
In now for Washington, Ryan Zimmerman. He'll get to take his first cuts here. From the stretch, here's the pitch. There's a swing and a high, deep drive headed for the right field corner. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Behind 0-2 now. And this is swung on and missed by. Now here it comes. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Not shocked by their aggressive nature at the plate today, but they got to change their MO if they're going to compete in this one.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball. Here's the pitch. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
Count even at 1-1 to the Nationals' first baseman. Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike. Fly ball out to straightaway right field. And he will make the catch while ranging backward as he just put the glove up and hauled it in for the first out. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Struck him out.
Here now is the final.